Biscuit, baby, #1 competitor. Foot on the gas and I'm never gonna let up, bruh. Your shit is trash, you ain't even on my level, bruh. Cold as winter leather, yeah, you better check the schedule. Hot as summer fire, burn your ass with the shit I wrote. Go ahead, drop a diss, think twice, yeah, I bet you don't.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy BIZCUIT, back with our part 2 of our Factor 50 night tonight. Retrospect is up next. I see this dropped about 6 months ago, so it's a little bit older, but nonetheless, Pug Mama suggested it. Pug Mama recommended it. So let's get it done. I can't wait to do this feature with you, bro. The last track was absolutely fire. As good as the last one was, this one's going to be just as good, if not better. I almost guarantee it. So let's rock out with my boy Factor 50.
So this is it, if this is as good as it's gonna get. If you could travel back into retrospect, would you have took more and given less? Would you still play your thoughts, would you second guess? Would you still play the fool just to get respect? Would you doubt your own dreams and your intellect? Or would you focus more on you and forget the rest? I've never been the guy that wants to swallow his pride, but every now and then I try and toss it aside. There has to be a point when you step back and reflect and learn a lesson or two when you look into retrospect.
Facts, bro. There's sometimes you need to step back and take a look at the things you've been through and the choices you've made and where it's gotten you. That's the biggest advice I need to even give myself. Like, I've been through so much, and I don't take my own advice on getting out of my situations that I don't like being in. But you just need to give yourself a good look over and peek back at what you've been through in life and how you handled it and learn from it, bro. And that's how we grow. So, facts.
Accept it and learn a lesson from retrospect. Retrospect. How do you act when a friend makes a switch to an enemy? Especially the ones you once considered a remedy. You're in a dodgy position, their family like you and everything, but they don't want to know, so it fucks with you mentally. Do you run the course over something that'll jog up their memory? Or do you add a little spy and try and tear up their legacy? An imbalanced brain chemically ain't gonna show you no empathy, especially when they're convinced you're the problem. Bad energy, a bad investment, acting like you stolen cash, molested. No friend requested, block delete, numbers not connected. It's got pathetic when it's not the thing that you expected. You showed support when nobody else was even interested. I guess it's always been shit as you thanks. They pick it up, then they mush that freaking shit in your face, laughing their ass off as they're quickly scooting away. Fuck them off.
Facts. People act like they want to help you, but then they throw the shit in your face. Like, I mean, I've even done it. Like, I understand. Like, it's hard for both people on both sides, but I get it. Like, I've been there.
Promise you won't let it happen again. Forget them. So this is it, if this is as good as it's gonna get. If you could travel back into retrospect, would you have took more and given less? Would you still play your thoughts or would you second guess? Would you still play the fool just to get respect? Would you doubt your own dreams and your intellect? Or would you focus more on you and forget the rest? I've never been the guy that wants to swallow his pride, but every now and then I try and toss it aside. There has to be a point when you step back and reflect and learn a lesson or two when you look into retrospect.
Yo, this shit's wavy, bro. Like, you can just sit here and kick it and listen to this, bro. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to roll this blunt. I'm gonna kick back and listen to that shit. That girl is fire. I'm bobbing, dude. I'm waving to this shit. Let's go.
See, over the years you learn some valuable lessons. Some disguised as a curse, the others dressed as a blessing. The ones that define who you are are the ones you're suppressing. Beneath the surface they arise in your own therapy session. You can air them to the world or leave them burning in the basement, but in the end it only puts a strain on limitations. The things you can achieve when you push your imagination is amazing. You'll outdo all their expectations. I don't mean to preach or even act like I'm some sort of mystic. I just like to teach experiences to keep you optimistic, but there's a characteristic missing when you peer in from the distance. You take your facts you live in and compare them to the fiction. You find yourself wishing on the things you think you're missing. Friends become enemies, then they become the competition. So add them to your list to make it part of your mission to prove them wrong. If you got a list of photos, keep stacking them up. Using that as motivation when you're trapped in the mud. If they got a can of worms, let them open it up.
Whoa, I didn't expect the flow switch, bro. Hold up.
Me to preach or even act like I'm some sort of mystic. I just like to teach experiences to keep you optimistic. But there's a characteristic missing when you peer from the distance. You take your facts you live in and compare them to the fiction. You find yourself wishing on the things you think you're missing. Friends become enemies and they become the competition. So add them to your list to make it part of your mission to prove them wrong. If you got a list of foes, keep stacking them up. Using that as motivation when you're trapped in the mud. If they got a can of worms, let them open it up. Pour some salt in their wounds and fucking sew it back shut. One thing that they hate is seeing you do something you love. Always do yourself, let them keep on holding that grudge. Never feed the man that swipes from your fucking packed lunch. Cause even with clean hands, they still mash up your grub. The truth is that it's never totally far from the facts. My experience of the past, like they'll always come back. Like, goddamn man, that time, you remember that? So this is it. If this is as good as it's gonna get. If you could travel back into retrospect, would you have took more and given less?
Man, I fuck with this song. It really makes you think about the choices you've made, bro, and like how we grow and how we look back and learn from the shit we've been through, bro. Like, I fuck with this track, man. I really do. I like it.
Would you play your first thoughts or would you second guess? Would you still play the fool just to give respect? Would you doubt your own dreams and your intellect? Or would you focus more on you and forget the rest? I've never been the guy that wants to swallow his pride, but every now and then I try and toss it aside. There has to be a point you step back and reflect and learn a lesson or two when you're looking into retrospect. Accept it and learn a lesson from retrospect. Retrospect.
This shit is wavy, bro. I like it.
Accept it. Retrospect.
Yeah, bro. I was vibing to that shit, bro. I forgot I was doing a music reaction. I'm about to roll this weed up, but man, that shit was fucking fire, bro. Song was catchy. Put me in with my own little fucking world, bro. I forgot I was doing a reaction. So, just thinking about my life and, you know, you need to look back and think, bro. Like, what have I been through? Like, how can I change? How can I be better? And I think about that every day. So, respect to my man Factor 50. Stay safe out there, bro. In the military, British military. Respect for that. Thank you for your service, and I'll send you that collab real soon, my guy. I appreciate what you do, and I can't wait to work with you. So, thanks, bro.